Welcome back to Simply Living It. I want to do a quick, brief homeschool check-in with you guys. We are nearing the end of our unofficial homeschool year. Brings me to a homeschool check-in video that I just want to share with you where we're at in our homeschool, how things are going thus far. Have I looked at curriculum? Am I even thinking about it? No. I told you. The old Jamie, I think she's gone for a little while. This next year, I will be teaching 10th grade, 8th grade, and 5th grade. That's crazy to say. So let's just talk briefly about homeschooling, how it's going so far this year. Dive math, I want to do an update on that. And incredible, guys. I've said this so many times. It's been the best decision we've made in quite some time, not only for what he's learning and how he's being stretched and growing. Got him the right calculator finally, and that math is going incredible. I'm so grateful. I can tell you, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to announce this. I will be using pre-algebra, dive pre-algebra for my 8th grader next year. I'm so incredibly pleased. And so has my son. Like, he has taken his education into his hands in a crazy way with this program. I can't even explain it. And maybe it's just where he's at maturity wise and all the things. I don't know. For whatever reason, making that switch has changed a lot of things in our home. And it's been really great to watch. When it comes to my current 7th grader, he's still working through teaching textbooks right now. We'll be making that switch for him as soon as he finishes teaching textbooks for grade 7. 5th grader, I have not made any final decisions when it comes to curriculum for his 5th grade homeschool year. He is currently using the Good and the Beautiful's math, their new math with the videos. I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head, and also teaching textbooks. So don't ask, like, as far as an explanation, I can't explain why this happened or what got started, but he enjoys doing both. So we're doing both for him. Kind of picks and chooses in the morning what it is he wants to do when it comes to math, and he does it. I do have some decisions to make for him as far as curriculum goes, and he's probably the one I'm struggling the most with for this upcoming homeschool year. Kind of some transitions and pivotal points between 4th grade and 5th grade for sure. The older boys, I think I've got them narrowed down probably for quite some time. Let's talk about IEW for a minute. My 2 older boys are using IEW structure and style. We will be continuing that this upcoming homeschool year. We have really been working through this so much slower than I even anticipated. We will probably continue working through this through the summer months, just really on a light load. Problem really has been just a scheduling issue with me. I haven't been the best at making sure that it gets done when my oldest is home, like before he has to go to work. So that's been an issue for me because my 2 older boys usually watch the lesson together and then they'll do their schoolwork together. That's been a scheduling issue on my part because when I have him here, I want to do other things. It's definitely been my fault up until this point. A scheduling issue for me, plus co-op, plus things that need to be written out in research papers and stuff for co-op that kind of put some other things on the back burner. We will continue that. We will finish that through to completion for sure. I don't know what it will look like for the upcoming year, but that's where we're at with that. I did also get asked about Phonetic Zoo. We are continuing Phonetic Zoo. So we're finishing that up this year with my 2 younger boys, and then we'll just be continuing that. Overall, as far as our homeschool year goes overall, as crazy as this is going to sound because I am homeschooling a high schooler, it has been one of our most relaxed and enjoyable years in our homeschool journey thus far. And I really don't know what to equate that to other than it truly just being time, how we loosen up with time, right? Thinking that things have to look one way specific when we first start. And then as time goes and the snowball keeps rolling down the hill, it changes and it looks different. And we are okay with that. And it's not been a matter or a fact of like laziness or not caring or not taking it seriously, because we very much take their education seriously and what they're learning, and the time that we have with them is so precious. I feel like in a sense it's been just a big weight lifted to what homeschooling can look like and what homeschooling a high schooler can look like. I was public schooled, so I think it has to look a certain way, right? There's been a whole transformation going on in me along this journey that's just kind of still unfolding, and it's been great. And this year has been truly a great year. I cannot believe, you guys, I know I say this, it's so cliche and everybody says it and whatever, but truly realizing we are nearing the end of another homeschool year is absolutely mind-blowing to me. I cannot believe it. This year has absolutely flown by and it's been incredible. We went back to co-op and that was great. We did a lot of extra amazing things at co-op, a lot of things that we weren't doing here in our home, and it's it's been great. That's part of why we go to co-op. And one of the benefits and perks of going to co-op is there are different science courses that they're doing there. We have different history and geography courses. There are animal science courses. There are all the field trips that we do, all the other things that are truly incredible, and really looking forward to starting co-op this next year because there are some incredible courses that are going to be offered. And I'm finding the true value in having a homeschool co-op when your kids are in high school. Not that it was not valuable before, but before with younger kids, it was really hard for me. It was very hard. But now that I have a high schooler, and hard in like taking on another thing, right? Now that I have a high schooler and I'm trying to do all the things, I'm really seeing the value of having a community, a co-op where they are learning other things that we're not doing at home. Like it's taking some of that load off of me. And that's been a whole change in and of itself. So that has been just an update on how that's going this year. It's been great. We have 3 weeks left of homeschool co-op and we are done until next school year. So time is absolutely flying by and it's been a great, great fit for our family. Overall, this homeschool year has gone great. The only thing we really transitioned from and that we really changed was math for my oldest. And I am so glad that we did that. As far as read alouds, we have not covered near what I would have thought or proposed when we very first started homeschooling for this year. We've been stuck on reading The Hiding Place for probably 6 months. Like we've been stuck on that one. I just can't seem to, I don't know what it is. Again, scheduling thing, I think. And I say schedule loosely, but we had a huge transition happen in our home this year when my oldest got a job. So because I like to do things together and I'm very limited on the time that I have with him Monday through Thursday, it's been different. Still trying to figure that out. So it's been a good year. That was a huge change for our family. It kind of shook all of us a little bit, which has been an incredible blessing for sure. But naturally there are different things that go on in and out your day. When you're missing one of your babies, it's like, what now? It's so crazy. It's been so crazy because naturally things are going to look different as he gets even older. So shifting and transitioning through the ages, truly through the ages of our kids. You always think or take for granted that they're going to be little and on your couch all at the same time, always, and that you'll always be able to do things just this way. But I am quickly realizing that is not the case, and it very much changes things and makes you reprioritize things. What's actually important in the time that I have with him. In the transitions, mamas, it's all a learning process and a learning curve for sure. We've had a good year thus far. I really, really, really wish that I could stick to typing. If you have a typing program you love, please recommend it down below. They get typing through Night Zookeeper and different things and different projects that they have to type up. But I mean, just a typing program. Or maybe tell me, I don't know, do you feel like it's super important? I don't know. Do you think, like as a homeschool mom, do you think typing is super important? I'm just curious. I'm so curious to know if you've been on the curriculum hunt already, if you've already made purchases, or if you're still browsing. I would love to know how long you've been at this. Is this your first year homeschooling? Curriculum videos are coming at some point. And if you have any special requests, please leave them down below. I love getting special requests from you guys because that is why I'm here. I love answering your questions. I love bringing to you stuff that you value, stuff that you find helpful, and stuff that you find encouraging. So while I have a list of things that I love to share, I also love to hear what you find helpful. So share that with me if you have a question or anything. I would love to hear from you. That's it for today's video. Just a super simple, super quick check-in on the changes we made throughout this homeschool year. Growing, a lot of changing, a lot of transitioning, a lot of all the things. But it has been an incredible year for sure. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you in the next one.